Hey YouTube, Everyday Man, got another video for you. Today we are doing our week 2 update of our trailer. As you can see, it may not look like we've done a lot, but we've actually done a pretty good amount. Spent almost a full day. Had to do some other stuff like mowing the lawn and things like that this weekend, so I didn't get as much time in as we would have maybe liked, but we did make a pretty good amount of progress, even though it doesn't look like it. Basically, we spent pretty much all of the weekend doing wiring, making our wiring harnesses for all of the lights and things like that. We wanted to do that before we got the deck down because it's easier. It was a lot easier to do that way. So instead, we were talking about using butt splices, which like these. But instead we decided to go just with solder and heat shrink and tape and things like that. So while that's not necessarily difficult, it is fairly time consuming. So like I said, it just took a while to do all that. So like I said, it may not look like it, but there actually has been a good amount of progress done on it. So let's get up and show you what we got. As you can see on the front, we have our extra wire to go to the vehicle, and with our connector. This is just your standard 6-pin connector for a trailer, and then it's on this wire with the sheathing. These actually just use screw terminals, so you just unscrew the screw, stuck the wire in, and tighten it back up. So we've done that. The other thing I do want to show is we did. This jack was crooked. It was slanted out a little bit, so we did fix that as well. Anyway, so the wire goes in through here. If we can see in here, got the wire going in here, and it comes out right here and goes along in this channel right here through here, and this is where it splits off to two sides right here. It splits off right here, and then for what we did here, instead of cutting this wire here, we just stripped off the sheathing, cut this wire, and wrapped it around it, and then soldered them together as well. So and there's these clips here that we added. They're just self-adhesive clips. I got some right here from this company. They were just something my dad had from free samples from his work that they weren't going to use, so they came home, and we've had them in a drawer for a long time, and they work really well actually. So that's those. That's the number if anybody really wants them. So like I said, then we split it off and we come down here, and then we go down each side to the back where we have our lights. So this is what we have for lightage. As you can see here, we just have the sheathing. We soldered and did all this. We have some clips here to do that. Hold that in place there. And then we come back here, and we also added this little tail so we can add our side markers. And we're going to do a middle turn signal actually, which is going to be cool. So we used the normal trailer 4 wire. We had a lot of that laying around, so we used that. So we'll have 2 grounds and then a running light and a turn light. So that we added that in there, and then it comes out here, and it's going to go into a hole on the top and into the sides, and that's where we're going to run our wires with those. So, and then you have the same story on that side basically. So that's basically all we got. It's going to be a short video today. But like I said, while this is not necessarily difficult, it is fairly time consuming to do all of this soldering, because it is 6 wires in here. You know, so you got to do 6 wires here, 6 wires there, plus 4 more actually on both of these. Add the little rat tail, do all the taping, all that stuff. Back here we also did add some zip ties. We had zip ties that have holes that are attached. So there are some screws here that you can, we just slid on those, and they actually hold really well. So we have that. The only other thing we did with that's kind of pertaining to this project is we did do the wiring for our Jeep. Our Jeep did not have this type of connector. It had the 4-pin style, but with the lights we got, we wanted to switch to this style, so we had to do that. And since we're on that, I think I'm going to run out and show you that. So we're going to go out and do that. Okay, so we're out here at the Jeep. This is a 97 Jeep Cherokee. This is what we used to tow most of the time. So our connector, we did have one of these, which on this end usually has the connector that goes from your tail light, the connector between your tail light, and it just goes in there. So what we ended up doing was we cut off the connectors and some of the wire with it, and we soldered it in some of the other trailer wire like we used on the actual trailer. And so you just plugged it in. We just plugged it in here. And there's a wire that goes down the side here. It's back in here behind the spare tire. It comes down here. It's under the carpet right here, and there's a hole like right here that had a plug in it. So we cut the hole in the plug, stuck the wire down through, and then it comes out in the bottom. Comes out up in here behind the gas tank, and then we snaked it down through here, and this is our connector for our Jeep. As you can see, instead of mounting it like beside here where it's hanging down, we actually mounted it in the bumper, which is an interesting little thing we decided to do. It's vertical in the bumper, so it goes down like this, and you're going to plug it in up here like that. It does have this nice hook here, so it can be connected upside down without having to really worry about it falling out, which is good. So all we did to do that, we just drilled a hole. We used this guy, this step drill to up to 3/4, and then one of these guys, which is a punch, a metal punch for holes, and it's just got this mandrel that you stick up through there. You take this part off right here, just on threads, and then it's got some teeth, and you literally just stick this on the top of the hole, stick this through the hole, stick this on top, start the screw, and then just start cranking on it. And you just start cranking on it with a big breaker bar type thing is what we used, and you just turn it until it breaks, and it makes a really nice hole. So use that to do that. The other thing I want to mention is we're going to be taking this this guy, and instead of just throwing it away, we're going to get another of the female connectors and attach it to here. So then we also have this adapter to go from the 5-pin back to the 4-pin in case we ever need to go back to the 4-pin system like this. So we're going to do that as well. So I think that's it. We're going to run back to the trailer and finish up, I think. Okay, so we're back here at the trailer. I just kind of want to let you know what you're going to kind of see in the next video, I think. We're going to be putting on the deck, which is up here against the wall right now. I'm putting that on with the Sikaflex and some rivets, and that's going to be our next process. And then we're going to start on the walls. So depending on how much we get done, you'll see all that in the next video. So just so you guys know, the videos are going to be a little shorter than the first one was, just because the first one I had to tell you about the project. So as they go along, they'll be shorter probably, like this video is. So anyway, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, everybody, and as always, y'all be safe out there.